you. Hi, everyone, and welcome to my talk. I'm Bassi. I'm the Senior Privacy Advisor at Trainline. I'm originally from Italy, and I relocated here 1.5 years specifically to join Trainline. I'm in the privacy team, and I'm really happy because the team is growing. However, we need your support to make things better and to rise privacy awareness at Trainline. Oops, that was the slide that I needed to present. Okay. This year, Tech Summit theme is growth. So when deciding what to talk about and what to focus on, I was thinking, of course, about my professional growth, or even how much I've been growing personally after relocating here from Italy. But then the topic which won above all the others was my real passion, privacy. So we are here today to talk about privacy, how much it has been growing over time, and why it is so important to be aware of this and to keep up the pace. So without wasting any more time, let's dig into it. I wanted to start with this statement. 41% of customers do not want to share their personal data with companies. Why I wanted to start with this? Because we could be one of those companies as well. What if at some point our customers will not trust us anymore? What if we will find ourselves in the position where our customers do not want to share their personal data with us anymore? What if we will lose our customers? If customers do not trust us anymore, we will lose them. And if we lose them, we will lose money. If we lose money, it means that we're not doing very well as a company. But in the worst case scenario, it means that all of us, we will lose our job. So let's try to understand why. I'd like to understand with you today why. Why have we reached this point, and is there anything that we can do to change this situation? Can we avoid getting to the point where our customers do not want to share their personal data with us anymore? To understand why we're at this point, we will use this timeline, which will come along with us in this journey onto privacy. We will start from the dark ages and we will finish with today and the current situation. So let's start from the beginning. At the very beginning, privacy didn't exist. These were dark ages. People didn't even think about privacy. They had butts in public, in front of their friends, even in front of their families. Privacy wasn't a concern. It wasn't really a thing. It wasn't a concept. In 1891, for the very first time, someone tried to put into words what it will become the concept of privacy that we know today, and that for us, it's so obvious. Two American lawyers defined privacy as the right to be let alone. Then lots of things happened. There was the First World War, and then Hitler, and the Second World War. It was kind of a mess. Things got a little bit better with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which refers specifically to privacy at Article 12. Then we realized that maybe something legally binding was needed for the protection of personal data. So in 1981, the Data Privacy Day was born. Can you imagine? Privacy is only 42 years old. The Convention 108 marked an important chapter for the automatic processing of personal data. The Council of Europe opened the Convention for Protection of Individuals with regard to the automatic processing of personal data to shed light on the importance of data protection and to promote best practices. Its aim is to extend for everyone safeguards for their rights and freedoms. So actually, privacy exists before GDPR. And here, in 1981, for the first time, the concept of protecting personal data was, yes, of course, fundamental, but also needed to be stronger. Guidelines on privacy weren't enough anymore. We needed something more. We needed something binding. This is why Convention 108 came to help. It is the first legally binding international instrument in the era of data protection. International because it was open for signature to countries outside Europe as well. It will then be revised in 2010 for becoming Convention 108 plus. Not very far away from 2010, there it comes, 2018. GDPR came into force, and there is a star there because this is a huge step in privacy and data protection. Everyone knows GDPR. For the ones who don't, GDPR stands for General Data Protection Regulation. Its aim is to regulate privacy across the European Union in an harmonized way and to empower individuals' control over their personal data. This regulation sets out the same privacy principles across all the European unions. And for the first time, there is a directly applicable European privacy law in the EU member states. This is also the time where all the companies went a little bit crazy and there was a general sense of panic. It was a mix of excitement for privacy advocates, but at the same time, pure terror for regulators' fines, which now can go up to 20 million or 4% of the total global turnover. GDPR sets out some rights to protect individuals and some principles for companies that would be good to follow. Let's have a look at both. Principles for companies. What all of these mean for Trainline? It means that companies must be transparent and open with their customers on how they use or treat personal data. At Trainline, for example, we do these through our privacy policy. It then means that companies must keep data accurate and up to date. And every time a company wants to use personal data, this must be done securely and with privacy in mind, so thinking about privacy. Finally, it means that companies are accountable for applying all these principles. So we must take evidence and document what we do with regard to personal data. Now, we need to make sure we use these to our advantage. For example, accuracy. If we keep our data accurate and up to date, our data will be more reliable and high quality. Something else that I really need to stress out here is that GDPR, as you can see, doesn't block in any way the use of personal data. It just provides guidelines and principles on how to do it properly and in a respectful way. GDPR doesn't say you cannot collect data, but instead that you should collect and use data in a balanced way and with integrity. What about customers? GDPR sets out some rights that customers can exercise with regard to their personal data. Why? So people can have control over their data and decide what companies should use and how companies should treat these data. So again, what all of these mean for Trainline? It means that Trainline must be able to forget all the personal data we hold about a customer if they ask us to do so. To provide customers with a copy of their data. We need to be able to explain what we do with data, to be able to amend someone's personal data if they ask us to do so. A customer can exercise the right to object. It means that they can tell us, hey, Trainline, stop using my email address for a specific purpose, which is sending me marketing communications. It also means that we must be able to transfer someone's personal data to another company if they ask us to do so. And finally, that we must stop using personal data if someone asks us to do so. So thanks to GDPR, people are now more aware of their rights. These rights are more accessible and easier to exercise. We've seen how privacy has been growing from the dark ages to GDPR, and how important it has become over time. We've also seen how many of our customers care about privacy and want a copy of their data or their data to be deleted. It's now time to talk about today. Today, 2023. To be honest with you, this wasn't an easy one. A lot is going on currently. We are literally in the boom of AI. Everyone talks about it, everyone wants to try it. And then, what is happening with the US? The big tech companies like Google and Meta fighting for keeping transferring personal data outside the European Union into the US, and being fined by European regulators for doing so. It's been a very difficult time for privacy and for companies that rely on customers' data. What if I tell you that the timeline is not the one we've seen until now? What if we're kind of going back? What if we've gone through all of these, but today, we're actually going back. We're going back to the dark ages when privacy wasn't a concern. You're probably thinking, what is she talking about? We cannot be worried. Privacy is a very well-known concept, right? People respect each other's privacy. People is aware of each other's personal space and personal stuff. But what if we think we're protected, but we're actually naked? We think we're dressed. We think we have our privacy. We think that we have control when we actually don't. In the digital world, it is as if we are naked. How many people think they are a private person? But how many of you have the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth always turned on? What if I tell you that your devices can collect lots of things about you that you don't even know? And you don't even realize it, it's happening in the background. No one really reads the privacy policies or the T's and C's. Everyone accepts all cookies. Oh, come on, to be honest, that banner is so annoying. A company can track you, can know your precise location, can know if you've gone to the hospital. Companies can know if you're a married person and for how long, can even know if you have an affair. Companies can know if you're a healthy person or if actually your life insurance should charge you a little bit more money because your health is a mess. But what if something goes wrong? Like what happened with the scandal of Cambridge Analytica. What if it did not happen once? What if it did not happen twice? But instead, what if scandals and data breaches keep happening over and over again? This is why people don't trust companies anymore. This is why we are here. This is the reason why I wanted to start with this statement. People are tired of being naked and they want control over their data. People want to know where their data goes, how companies treat their data, how companies use these data. Our customers care about privacy and they want to have control over their personal data. Privacy awareness is growing. People are realizing how much value their data has and want to have control over it. We must listen to our customers if we don't want to lose their trust. How we use and how we treat our customers' data can impact how long a customer stays with us and their lifetime value. Not only customer awareness is growing, but privacy is growing. Privacy is evolving. We've seen it in our timeline. The concept of privacy is evolving. Our customers start caring a lot more. We must keep up the pace if we don't want to lose our customers and their trust. We must embed privacy and don't see it as a blocker, because customer privacy awareness is growing and they want to use products of companies they trust. Because we don't want to end up in one of the articles we saw before on data breaches. We need to make sure our reputation is safe and we are the company that customers can trust. We also need to protect our finances. GDPR fines are not fun at all and can go up to 20 million or 4% of the total global turnover. As I said earlier, companies must keep data accurate and up to date. This can be done if when we collect or use data, we think about privacy, we do it with privacy in mind. Working with data that actually reflects reality and is accurate guarantees that our data is reliable and high quality, which also means that our analytics and analysis can be done better and can be more precise. Involving privacy in our processes protects us in the long run. We also want to embed privacy because it aligns with our values. Ambition. Ambition to improve our data quality, to improve our customer database. We want to be ambitious and build the privacy at Trainline, setting a high privacy bar. Customer first. We need to put ourselves in the customer's shoes, right? Well, if we do it, we will understand that privacy for them is important and it will become more and more important. Results focused. Take accountability. We must protect our customers' personal data and we are accountable for this. We also want to demonstrate them that we care as much as they do. Integrity. We should be open and transparent with our customers on how we use, treat, and protect their data. And we want to do the right thing, don't we? Collaboration. The only way we can help privacy is by collaborating with each other. Not only in the privacy team, but in every team at Trainline. Privacy is not about blocking innovation. It's about using clean and accurate data. It's about being transparent and open with our customers. And it's about working together to build customers' trust. And this is why I love it so much. Thank you.